Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, July 15th, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Boy, those were some storms last night, eh? I'll tell you, let's talk a little bit about geography for your OMG fact for today. The world's largest pyramid is not in Egypt, but it's in Mexico, just outside of Mexico City. And a congratulations to Bill Young, who scored a $25 Mother's gift card for knowing that whale voices can travel 479 miles underwater. That's the exact distance. He guessed an even 500, which was within the 50-mile range. Anyhow, we do have a lot of news today, so shall we? The Anne Arundel County Police are investigating a fatal crash in Galesville. Around 12:14 p.m. on Saturday at Muddy Creek Road and Sudley Road, a 2008 Toyota Prius driven by 61-year-old Patricia Lynn Warren of Shadyside crossed the double yellow line and collided head-on with the southbound 2018 Chevy Silverado pickup truck. Warren was pronounced dead at the scene by Anne Arundel County Fire Department. The Silverado's 20-year-old driver from Lothian suffered non-life-threatening injuries and was transported to shock trauma for treatment. The county's crash reconstruction team is on the case. A new grassroots group called Save Our Harbor is calling on Annapolis residents to voice opposition to a proposed 90-plus slip marina at the end of City Dock. The group, whose organizers do remain anonymous, warned that the marina could, quote, destroy iconic views, harm maritime safety, impact the environment, and erode Annapolis's maritime heritage. The proposal would partner with the owners of 110 Compromise Street, possibly accommodating up to 100 yachts. Save Our Harbor is also mobilizing over a proposal to change building heights at City Dock to accommodate a planned hotel. Public engagement is central to their campaign, with more details available on their website and Facebook page. Now, there was a call to attend a special city council meeting on the marina, which was scheduled for July 24th at 3 p.m., but yesterday that meeting was canceled for some reason. In a bonus podcast that we dropped yesterday afternoon, we chatted with Kelly Hoover, who is a blind since birth client of Bello McCrae, which is an organization supporting individuals with developmental disabilities. Now, Kelly has turned personal challenges into a children's book called Kel Bell Made a Wish, which follows a young girl's anxious first days of school after a big change in life. It's been called a heartwarming story written by a young woman facing challenges in her life. Kelly does talk about the inspirations behind her writing, the role Bello McCrae and her family play in her journey, and why storytelling has become her powerful outlet. It's a heartfelt conversation. You don't want to miss it. Go back and give it a listen. Memo's Bar and Grill on Harry Truman Parkway has been reimagined as Don Chico's, a Venezuelan restaurant named after owner Juan Francisco Moreno Areza's father. Areza, a former state contractor, fell into the restaurant life by chance and has embraced it fully. His menu features Venezuelan staples and even a house-made avocado hot sauce. He plans to retain some fan favorites from Memo's like Chesapeake Carbonara, but says his heart is set on authentic Venezuelan flavors. Customer feedback so far is glowing. One diner praised the margarita and arepas and noted the owner's hands-on dedication. Areza hopes to expand the menu seasonally with tapas, paella, and traditional holiday dishes like halakas. Now, I'm anxious to check it out. I really had a horrible experience at Memo's and swore it off forever, but now that it's under new management and a new style, I'm all in. And it's great to know that we have some more unique ethnic food in town. And as we start to close, today is Ticket Tuesday, and Rams Head on Stage hooked us up again for July. I have a pair of tickets and some great seats to see Glenn Tilbrook of Squeeze on the 26th. That should be a really great show. Storm Large is in on the 27th, or Abe Partridge and Jack Barksdale on the 29th. If you'd want them, get in touch with me and I may hook you up. But you do want to check out ramsheadonstage.com for all of the other great shows and the Annapolis Songwriters Festival which are coming up pretty soon. All right, that's a wrap. But first, a quick thank you to you for listening, sharing, and letting all your friends and colleagues know about us, and to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief: Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, Fish for a Cure, and Mac Medics. Now you need to hang tight because we have your local Anne Arundel County weather coming right up in about a minute, along with Storytime from the Chesapeake Crossroads Heritage Area.
Ahoy, captains and anglers. What better way to spend a day on the Chesapeake Bay than by fishing and fundraising for a cure? Join us for the 19th annual Fish for a Cure tournament, Paul C. Detter's Captain's Challenge, and Shore Party, Saturday, November 1st at Safe Harbor, Annapolis. Fish for a Cure supports Luminous Health Anne Arundel Medical Center's Gayton and Joanne D. Cesaris Cancer Institute. Event proceeds directly support the Cancer Survivorship Program for patients recovering from all types of cancers. Gather your crew and register your boat today at fishforacure.org. Again, that's fishforacure.org. Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Well, here's what's shaping up weather-wise as we head into the middle of the week around Annapolis. We've got some summer heat and humidity sticking around, and a pretty good chance we'll need to dodge some showers and storms along the way, so let's take a look. Today, you can expect patchy fog early, then partly sunny skies with a good chance of showers and thunderstorms, especially late in the afternoon. Highs are going to reach around 85 degrees, and winds should stay light, shifting southeast by afternoon. Showers and storms will continue into the evening and overnight hours, with lows dipping only to around 76 degrees. You want to keep an umbrella handy if you're heading out this evening. Tomorrow, we're going to see more unsettled weather. There is a chance of showers through the morning, then scattered storms building into the afternoon with highs near 87. South winds will pick up a bit, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, storms will taper off gradually, but clouds will stick around with lows near 77. Thursday does bring a bit of a break, though not entirely dry. A slight chance of showers early gives way to a chance of thunderstorms by late morning and afternoon. It'll be warmer, too, with highs near 90, so get ready for that classic July heat. Overnight on Thursday, skies will become partly cloudy and temperatures will settle near 78. And as we look ahead to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you can expect a fairly typical summer pattern, partly to mostly sunny days with scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms possible each day. Highs will hover in the mid to upper 80s throughout the weekend. Evenings and nights will stay mild and muggy with lows in the mid 70s. Keep an eye on the sky, but there should be plenty of breaks in between any storms to enjoy some time outside. That's it for now. Stay cool, keep an umbrella nearby just in case, and we'll keep an eye on the skies for you as the week goes on.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Mac Medics in Severna Park, where appointments are not necessary. Mac Medics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. Mac Medics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. Mac Medics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit Mac Medics in Severna Park for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call Mac Medics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com.
All right, today we are continuing with Storytime, courtesy of the Chesapeake Crossroads Heritage Area, which has a ton of great ideas to really dig deep into our wonderful Anne Arundel County history. You can check it all out at ChesapeakeCrossroads.org, but you want to gather around for today's story. This week in history, we're going back to July 18th, 1902, when the Annapolis Emergency Hospital first opened its doors at Cathedral and Franklin Streets in downtown Annapolis. Back then, it was just an 11-bed facility operating out of former Mayor Edwin Sidewitz's home. As Annapolis grew, so did the hospital. In 1910, a new building opened right there on the same block with operating rooms, wards, private rooms, and even a small children's ward. By 1912, Dr. Frances Edith Weitzman became the hospital's first woman physician and set up its first maternity ward. Emergency care stayed at that downtown location until the hospital moved out to Jennifer Road by the mall in December of 2001. But history does tell a deeper story about medical care in Annapolis and how it wasn't the same for everyone. Dr. William Bishop, a prominent African-American physician, was one of the hospital's 10 founding doctors. After his death in 1904, the hospital actually stopped accepting black patients for a time. Segregation saved health care, too. Wards were divided, and black women were excluded from maternity care at the hospital. In response, members of the black community created their own network of care. The Parole Health Center, which remains an historic landmark today, began in 1938, first operating out of Cecil Memorial United Methodist Church just one day a week. But by 1946, Dr. Theodore Johnson opened a clinic with a maternity ward on Northwest Street in Annapolis's Old Fourth Ward. And 3 years later, a new purpose-built Parole Health Center opened its doors. Doctors like Faye Allen and her husband, Aris T. Allen, worked tirelessly to improve healthcare access for the African-American community, both at the center and through their private practice. At the same time, just a few miles away, Crownsville Hospital was making its own mark, a complicated and painful legacy which we discussed a few weeks ago. Crownsville opened in 1910, the same year that the new emergency hospital was built downtown. Early on, Crownsville relied on forced patient labor as so-called institutional therapy. But by the time of the Civil Rights era, under leadership like Dr. George Phillips, the hospital began shifting toward community-based care before it eventually closed in 2004. Looking back, it's a reminder of how much health care in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County has changed over 125 years. Today, a simple illness, a broken bone, or childbirth is rarely life-threatening, and I guess that's something worth being thankful for. If you're interested to learn more, check out Eye on Annapolis at noon today for a much deeper look. And if you're ready to really make history part of your summer, check out the Historic Summer Bucket List Challenge from Chesapeake Crossroads Heritage Area. More than 60 sites, one challenge card, and lots of stories waiting to be rediscovered. You can get all of your details at ChesapeakeCrossroads.org.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.